How is everybody doing? This is SkittleKicks, and I am here today to do another patrol mission. This time we're going to be down in Mission Row, and the reason why I chose this area is because I found an amazing addition to the game. Check this out. Oh, look at that. This is the Community Mission Row Police Department. This really amazing police station actually has a lot more options than you would normally in the Mission Row police station. There's a few more add-ons. They've added some different rooms. They've added a few more cells into the lower depths. They've moved kind of where the garage door is, and it's kind of more of like goes in the open areas. This is actually pretty cool. It would be cool if they actually had put Mission Row on the sign other than just Los Santos Police Department, but, you know, that's okay. I will probably end up touring this at some point in another video, but I wanted just to kind of show this. SLB 2000 or 2K11 uploaded this to the GTAV mods website, and if you want to, you know, put this into your game, it's an MLO. It's very simple to use. There's a video on how to do it on that page, so I'd highly recommend if you want to add this to add more depth to your LP. That's fantastic. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get on patrol here in the Los Santos area. Mission Row. David 24. You can show me 1041, 108 from Mission Row. Dang it. I knew that was going to happen as soon as I said from Mission Row. Dispatch, you can show me 1041, 108. I have it set where you can say additional dialogue, but for whatever reason it doesn't like to do that, so we will just ignore that. Anyway. I'm still working with Grammar Police and like learning the nuances of speaking because it doesn't use keywords per se. It uses more of a speech engine. And I've mentioned this before. It's pretty cool, but if you really want to have good dialogue, I've got to figure out a way of actually adding that into Grammar Police, and you know, kind of figure it out because a lot of it is replicated across the commands and the actions. So I never know which one to really work out of.
Backup required in Davis.
1 David 24 to dispatch. Show me en route code 3.
10-4 copy. David 24.
All right, first call out for today. Let's check it out. It was an assistance call, so let's put up the MDT. Structural fire. Oh, this is gonna. Oh, yep. I made code for this because this is the LTD station that likes to catch fire all the time. And anytime you use any type of fire extinguisher, try to put the fire out, guess who attacks? The gangs, because they apparently do not like fire extinguishers. So I am actually going to code for this. Dispatch, show me code 4, 10-8.
Attention all units. Code 4. No additional officers needed.
Now, normally I would have played that out, but because that particular one is relatively broken, in that when the fire department arrives and they put the fire out, they kind of just stick. They don't leave the scene, and you can't dismiss them. I'm not entirely sure why that is a thing. I think this might be the highway callouts, the BLK highway callouts, but I don't know. If that's the case, that is an alpha, so you're going to see bugs like that. Hopefully that gets solved quickly because it would be nice to be able to use that one. And I have plans on doing a fire and rescue. I had seen a video by Criminal Justice and a nice 4-hour video to basically set that whole thing up. And I thought it would be really fun to do something like that because it's a different change of pace than just, you know, going around and stopping criminals and things like that. It'd be kind of cool to fight fires. I do wish that you could be a hose jockey and actually use hoses and you know, actually work the fire trucks as opposed to just using a fire extinguisher, because let's face it, a structural fire is not going to benefit from a fire extinguisher. That is the truth. I guess I'll go this way. Power Street. Or, yeah, Adams Apple Boulevard, I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to the names. Okay, so that gunfire... I think that gunfire is actually the ammunition right here, like target practicing. Now, I don't think in real life you would actually hear that. They probably have that pretty soundproof, but, you know. But, yeah, that actually freaked me out. Like, the first time I heard them, like, oh, shots fired, shots fired. I was like, oh, that's the ammunition. Duh. Yeah, there's, like, automatic fire. Like you would ever be allowed to use automatic weapons in the GTA 5 logic. I love it. That is a nice car, by the way. I love classic car. Ooh, this is a one-way street. Wow, do I know how to drive. Go this way. It probably will not stay this quiet at all, judging by the experience I've had. There we go. I called it.
We've got a holdup in Strawberry.
Dispatch, show me 1041, 108.
Roger that. David, 24. Begin beep.
Dispatch, show me en route. Oh, I missed it.
10-4. David, 24.
And that, my friends, is the derpiness. And I'm not going to edit that out because, you know, it's stupid stuff like that I always do. Show me 1041, 108. I meant to say code 3 or code 2, but...
Roger, David, 24. Proceed to patrol area.
This is what happens when you know, when you try to know what you're doing and you don't know squat. And even that, language, how hard is it? Very hard. But I have to laugh at myself because I really do that a lot. I say I want to go code 2, code 3, and I end up saying, oh yeah, show me code 4, show me 10-8. Now, I don't know why this car is parked so far back. Come on, dude. Really? I had to pull this guy over for being a moron. Okay, screw you. I don't like to do janky stuff like that, but, you know. There's some of this AI is just so terrible. It's terrible. I'm telling you, it's terrible. Alright, let's go down this way. Now, I have noticed when I've been uploading these videos to YouTube that they're only showing up as 720, not the HD versions. I don't know why. I thought I was recording at a high level, but I might not be. I did put it up a little bit earlier, but...
Attention all units. A suspect resisting arrest on Lockport freeway.
Okay, you are behind me. Alright, so I have to go up and around. There we go. Oh yeah, this is that blue line. I don't like that because you can barely see it. I'm not going to run siren right now. I'll just do code 3 lighting. That's one thing I can't stand is I'm trying to talk and then I get interrupted by a call, but that's okay. That's probably real life anyway. Kind of looking at my map as I'm driving here. You know, because that's what you do. You just look at your map when you're driving. Oh, I bet you this is going to be in that tower. I'll bet you this is going to be in the tower. I think I did this one non-recorded. No, maybe not. There's one actually went up in a tower that took was a shootout. That was real interesting. And maybe I'll get that one. I don't know. Now, some of the callouts I don't do every one. I usually some of them I have set to false because some of them are rinse and repeat repeats, and I'm like, that might get kind of tedious and too much. Okay, where are you at? You are somewhere over here. Are you in this parking lot? I bet you are. Lights off. Resisting arrest. Alright. Where are you at? I think this is also one that's broken. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll play it out and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Oh. gonna grab my stun gun. Really? No, you're not. Oh. Oh, yeah?
Attention, this is dispatch for no further units required.
I hate pistol whipping like that, but what are you going to do, right? Well, let's treat the ped. Because that's the right thing. Oh, he's bleeding everywhere. Yeah, that can't be good. That's from a punch to the face, and he just bleeds everywhere. Blood V. I gotta love it. I know I can take down the quantity of blood, but, you know, it looks pretty cool. So, let's see here. Dispatch, show me unseen. Oh, good, he's alive. Fantastic. But I'm going to arrest him because...
10-4. Is backup required?
Negative.
Wait a sec, buddy.
Alright, buddy, you are going down for that.
You're mine now.
Yeah, you don't assault an officer. Let's put it that way. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and check him as well once we get him cuffed. Cuff him and stuff him, as Roscoe P. Coltrane once said. Man, I missed that show. I loved Dukes of Hazzard as a kid. Bowie knife? Oh, interesting. Actually, it's a Bowie knife, not Bowie. It's Bowie. Kind of like the artist David Bowie, but it's actually a Bowie knife. B-O-W-I-E. Anyway. Alright, sir. So, what's your problem, man? Why'd you go and smack me in the face, or try to punch me in the face? Or you did actually punch me. You actually knocked my glasses off. That's okay. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and grab the ped. I actually might run him back down to the Mission Row Police Department, because that would be kind of cool. I won't go to the closest one, because I really want to showcase that one, because that is a really nice jail. I hope they have the Sandy Shores one available. That would be cool, too. Alright. Well, actually, let's read him his rights first. Alright, sir. I am placing you under arrest for assault of an officer. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak with an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney but so desire one will be appointed to you before any questioning by the state of San Andreas. Do you understand your rights, sir? Okay, fantastic. All right, let's put it back in the car. I love how they clip through the car, because that's normal. All right, bully. Okay, so we'll really quick do all the paperwork. No, actually, we'll go to Mission Row. Let's do that. Let me map that out real quick. I believe that is this one right here. So we'll just pull up to this area right there. Dispatch, show me 10.
10-4, David, 24.
I hate when I do that. Show me returning to station. I forget what that 10 code is.
10-4, copy.
I've got a 10 code master list that I want to look at, and unfortunately I did not. I know some of them, but not all of them. And of course it's raining, because that's what Visual V does. But that's okay. It doesn't mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mind. Yeah, those are words. If you hear that, that's my microphone. I apologize. Some of the stuff that you hear in this game is pretty funny, I gotta admit. I'll try to make this light. It's like in real life. I will try to make a light if I have to. If I'm pretty near the crosswalk, and if it's, you know, been a couple seconds of yellow, I will try to make it through. In my hobby life, I actually collect traffic lights, and I noticed I just missed my turn. Can I turn down that street? Probably not. I'll have to do a U-turn. I know it says no U-turn, but I'm going to do one anyway. But yeah, I do collect traffic lights. I've got a few, and I've got the amazing hardware that goes with it too. It's pretty cool, actually. I've been collecting for about 20 years. They're all legally owned, legally purchased. They're retired signals from like the 60s and 70s, and I think I have one that's from the 80s. And so that's kind of how I know like how yellow lights work. Sometimes they're timed based on your speed, on the speed zone. So if it's like 30 miles an hour, that's going to be a 3-second light. If it's like 45, it'll be a 4.5 second yellow. It does depend on jurisdiction. And in most states, you can go through a yellow light. If you can travel through the yellow light safely, you're fine. I think there was a state, I think it was Atlanta, where if you ran a yellow light like way back in the day, you could get a ticket for that. And there were police officers that would sit in the bush by a signalized intersection and nail you for that. I don't know if other jurisdictions do that today. It might be considered entrapment, but I don't know because I'm not an officer. But it would be interesting to research that a little bit, I guess. But yeah, it's a weird hobby, but I know I'm not the only one in this world that collects them. And yeah, there's a person I met through YouTube, a guy who actually is a technician. Go. No, screw that. Really? No. You're not going to make me set a light. That's what I do not like about the AI. They will not take their turn. For whatever, and every AI does this too. No joke. Alright, so there's that one. Oh, this is not Mission Row. Crap. Well, crap. Alright, I went to the wrong one. Let me go to the other one. That's not the one I want. I wanted to go. Wow, that took me way out of the way. Alright, well, this will be one I skip. This will be one I don't go to in terms of Mission Row. I apologize, folks. I should have realized that changed. So I'm not going to take him in myself. I will just escort him out. I think I can pull up stuff. Yes, I can. Really quick, do this. Alright, so let's see. Assault. Assault on a Leo. I'm gonna give him a felony for this one too. And he had a knife on him, but I'm not gonna stop him for that. I don't think I saw drugs on him either, so I think we're gonna let him go with that. And resisting arrest. Violent, obstructing, and yeah, we'll do that one too. So we'll get him on a bunch of charges, and we'll submit those. Now, that's one nice thing is that even though I've turned him off to somebody else, I did have enough time to actually get him in the record. All right, let's go ahead and get back on a patrol. On David 24 to dispatch, you can show me 1041, 108.
Acknowledged. David 24. Begin patrol.
I'm going to go back down to the Mission Row area. So I'll go back to Strawberry. And I gotta turn around. Of course I do. Of course I have to turn around.
We've got an 11351 in Rockford Hills.
Alright, let's go, folks. Let's go. Let's get her done. Alright. And this is really close, so... Okay, you are over here. 911. Oh, I bet you this is one of those. Yep, I didn't mean to do that. But... we'll find out. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Shots fired, shots fired. God, I cannot believe that just happened. Again. Shots fired, shots fired. Damn it. Get over. Oh, you fucker.
Assistance required in Rockford Hills.
This is Ocean 1. We can get that.
Did I get the guy?
I'm right here, dispatch.
Yes,
I'll
I did.
check it out.
Alright, let me see if I can treat the ped. Oh, I bet you they went to my frickin' waypoint. I bet you that's where they went. Doggone it. I should have cleared that out. That's one thing I don't like about the waypoints is that if you go into an emergency mode, yeah, he's dead. Alright, I gotta clear out the waypoint real quick, because I think that's what happened. That's annoying. Well, lots of mistakes, but, you know, that's how this game is. Dispatch, you can show me 10-6. Dispatch, show me 10-6.
Roger, David, 24.
I think it's supposed to be 10-7, but whatever. Gonna go through this and dispatch requesting a coroner.
Assistance required in Rockford Hills.
I'll have to grab that gun too for evidence. God, this has been such a dirt mission. So derpy. And yeah. So it must have been a drug deal or something. He had a plastic pistol, loaded pistol. He has concealed carry, or no, he may not, but that's okay, whatever. He's dead anyway. I'll have to tow this vehicle too. God, my car. Alright, I'm gonna pull my car off the street. Luckily, there's no traffic out. That's pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. Alright, I'm gonna have to clean myself up. Yep, okay, good. I have the automatic cleanup in my car. All the repairs. Instant car repairs. It's amazing. It's so magical. I won't put two code 3 lights on because that will hinder traffic. But I will have to tow this car. And let me give myself a quick bath here because, you know, that's what you do in the rain. You just take a bath. And just like magic, I am clean. Alright. David 24 to dispatch. Requesting a tow truck.
Tow truck. Assistance required in Rockford Hills.
Dispatch, you can show me 1041, 10-8.
Copy that. David, 24. Begin beep.
Now, how I'm only getting it to show up as David 24 is because I have I actually just took out the 1. Usually I'm 1 David 24 because 1 to me is like the city. But that's like where the district is or whatever, but I just say David 24. That's just better. It's easier to say that. So, I have both that in immersion what is it? In immersive dispatch and in grammar police. I have both of those set just to David. You don't technically need to put a number in there, but if you like to, that's cool too. You know, I was a huge fan of of Adam 12 back when I was a kid. It was in rerun, obviously, because I'm not from the '60s, and but they always said like 1 Adam 12 and things like that, which I thought was pretty cool. I would like to find out what car TJ Hooker drove, like what his call sign was, because I do not remember at all. If he was a David, if he was an Adam, if he was a Charlie or a Charles, things like that. I don't really know. It's been a long, long time. And yes, I think I am going the wrong way to Mission Row, but I don't care at this point. I guess I'm not going to go back down there. But we will go down. Yeah, I think this is going to take us to Great Ocean Highway. But I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to follow this white car here because... Okay, let's just take out a traffic light. That's totally fine. That's totally legit. Yeah, just barely love tap it, and it does that. Okay, buddy, go. Just go. Go. I am one of those drivers, dude. I'm like, just go. Get over. I am that driver. And that sucks, too, because I used to never be like that, but the older I've gotten, the more crotchety I've gotten. I have no patience for slow drivers at all. I will grant you, the elderly drivers out there, my grandmas and grandpas out there, I'm a lot more patient with them because I get it. Dude, see, that's what I do not like is why they do that. I don't get it. It's like the AI just forgets to drive. I don't want to go this way. I'm going to go this way because, yes. Now, I have been debating about doing kind of a rogue run through and just kind of blow stuff up. I don't know if that would be entertaining to people. It might just be like a quick clip. But once in a while, if I've had like a bad police driving day, I'll go into my like character, my other character, and I'll just start blowing stuff up. You know, seriously. And I honestly don't know if blowing the siren actually does anything. I have no clue. Obviously, in real life, it would, depending if you can hear it. Because sometimes you can't hear them. I mean, most modern vehicles now are so well insulated that it's almost impossible to hear a siren from inside. You know, older cars, yeah, because they're not as sealed off from the world. But a lot of modern ones, especially in the 2020s and I would say like the last 5-10 years, cars are a lot more sound, not proofed, but they have better sound control. But that obviously is a detriment to law enforcement and emergency, in that you can't always see or you can't always hear their sirens unless they're right up on you. But that's why they have lights. That's why they have a Christmas tree of lights, which I am a fan of. I love all the blinky things. I'm such a dork. I know. I have to admit, I've always really enjoyed the look of this game. I hope that there's going to be a GTA 6 because I want to see how far technology has taken graphics. The only thing I'm worried about, though, is it being so advanced that you'd have to be on like the most basic settings to play it. Like my system is quite old. I mean, I built it myself, but it was never a high-end system. I didn't have like $3,000 or $4,000 to build the system I wanted. I had to build what I could. I've got a motherboard limitation of only 16 gigs of RAM, even though Windows 10 can technically hold a lot more. If you don't have the motherboard that can handle that, it's not going to register it anyway. At least I don't think it will. But I've got every ROM slot filled in. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put my specs down, to be honest, because my system isn't anything that anybody would be interested in. I am running an Intel processor. It's an old i5. I'm running, I do like G-Skill RAM. That's what I've been using a lot of, is the G-Skill. It's the Ripjaws. My video card I mentioned the other day, it's a 1050 Ti, which is not even that good. It was what I could afford. That's what I do. I bought what I could afford. The tower itself is a thermal take, and so I can upgrade that. It's a pretty modern case, even though it's years old, but I have it where I can upgrade it if I want to. That's the nice thing about form factor. Everybody builds to the same specs for the most part. Not like it was, 25, 30 years ago, where a lot of computer companies, they did have the IBM spec. Not all of them followed that. Especially if you were an Apple fan. Apple did things their own way. I will say the one mistake I believe Apple made was when they went to more of an Intel-based architecture rather than the custom world that they had been so, they've done so well in, because I believe that's where a lot of their problems have stemmed from, is going to an Intel architecture. Now, I think they might be going back to the kind of the custom world of processors so they can avoid a lot of the headaches they've had, but I don't know. I have not been an Apple user since the days of the Apple II. And we're talking like 90s. So I'm long since removed from that world. I will be doing a playthrough of this game in Paleto Bay, Sandy Shores, and Harmony at some point. Probably will be the next video. I'm not going to guarantee that. I don't like that that's a stop sign against traffic lights, but I'm going to go anyway. And I know that almost caused the T-bone, but again, I don't care. I play how I want to play. I play for fun. I think a lot of people, when they game, some people do take themselves too serious, and they have to play like so legit, like it's just not even fun to watch. And there are those who just say, I'm just going to do this because I want to. The links I did provide to the other channels Jeffrey Gamer's channel, Criminal Justice, and Benzo Effect, is because I've learned a lot from them recently, and they are entertaining. They're smaller channels, and I like to help promote smaller channels because everybody starts out as a small channel at some point. You know, not everybody can be a multi-million channel subscriber based. At least in this world, you cannot. I mean, that's just not even possible anymore. I don't think it is. I don't think you can reach the levels that some longtime gamers had been. Because, I mean, I've had a YouTube channel for a very long time. You know, I mean, one of my first channels was basically the year that YouTube came out. You know, long before Google, in my opinion, ruined it. One of the first things that Google did was they got rid of channel art. And that was your ability to actually decorate your YouTube channel, kind of in the same way that you could decorate MySpace. Everybody remember MySpace? Oh yeah, you know, it went more of a Facebook way where you just had a very universal sterilized look. There was like no detail. Like people just, I don't know. I miss those days. And I know it's not really a rant, it's just I miss the days when YouTube was just a YouTube thing. It wasn't like, you know, this mess of whatever it is now. And it is sad, to be honest. But, whatever, you know. Anyway, I'm surprised I'm not getting any calls, but it might be proximity based, so you may have to be in certain areas to get a call. I think I'm actually I'm encroaching on the freeway. So, I think at the next light I'm going to turn right. Okay, the pedestrians are on now. That's one thing I don't like too, is that as a traffic light collector, usually, it's most usual that you don't run your pedestrian signals as an alone cycle, as an individual cycle. I mean, you can, and it's done, but... And I think that was a stop sign area, but whatever. Typically, they'll either time with a certain direction, like an east and west or a north and south. They won't be individual. Some areas will do it, but that might be in where it's only pedestrian traffic or very light auto traffic. Usually in the city too, they're not done like that. So. It would be nice too because then the cycles will be a lot slower, and I mean they'd be a lot quicker, not slower but quicker. In terms of like traffic, like right now. See, that's what I mean. By the way, that Trans Am right there, I've got that listed in my. Actually, that's the Firebird. Oh, that is the Trans Am. Basically the same car, just different badging, but that is listed. It's a DLC. It's an add-on. It's listed in my car packs. So go check it out. The link is direct. Goes right to, I think that's a GTA 5 mods location that I got that from. That's usually where I go. I either go to police mods, which is you do have to have a free account with them to download anything. Then there's LSPDFR's website and the GTA 5. That's like the safest sites I know of. I don't go really anywhere else in terms of getting stuff like that. But everything in my list I've either used or I'm still using, or I highly recommend it because it's awesome and it's already in my game, or it will be something that I've seen somebody else do and I check it out, of course, and I'll promote that as well. Because, I mean, the LSPDFR community, although there are a lot of channels, it's not a very large community, but it's a very tight-knit community. You know, it's a very tight-knit community, and I think it's great. I don't think I'm ever going to do social media, although I might do a Discord. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do Discord or not. Because I'm not sure if I don't think I'll offer support because I can recommend really good channels. Like you can go to Jeffrey Gamer or you can go to Criminal Justices, and they've got an amazing team of tech support for anybody who has questions for that kind of stuff. So I would recommend those guys over myself. Yes, I can troubleshoot some stuff. Most things, honestly, like crashes can usually be fixed by a restart, but that's a Windows thing anyway. I don't know why that's been a thing forever, but yeah, if you restart your computer, sometimes a lot of those problems go away. Incompatible mods, outdated mods, that typically can break stuff. The biggest break is when Rockstar updates GTA like they did recently, where they gave you the new contract mod. I don't know entirely what's done to the core system, but apparently it's enough to break LSPDFR and Ragehook. So that's something that you got to keep in mind. When it comes, by the way, in my list, I did not link Ragehook, or the Rage plugin hook. And the reason why I didn't is because I started to realize that the current LSPDFR, when you download LSPDFR, you get Ragehook with it, and it's usually updated. Nobody knows why the Ragehook website is never updated, or it's barely ever updated. That to me is sloppy. I mean, if you're going to build something that should be the first site before anybody else's. Your main website needs to be updated first before it ever gets released to the public, or before it ever gets released to other sites. Even if you're working with LSPDFR or whatever, it should only be on your website first. Then you share it out. Because it's kind of, I mean, what's the point of having a website if you're just going to, if you're not going to maintain it? And yeah, I mean, I'm a little critical of that because, Ragehook, without Ragehook, you can't do half this stuff. You can't do any of this stuff. In fact, you'd have to play vanilla, the vanilla game, which is fine. But there's a reason why people like LSPDFR, because it's a lot more. It's taking their world and then expanding it, And I know that Rockstar used to fight this, but I think they finally gave up and said, okay, fine, we'll let people do this. I mean, I've been this driver. I have been this little pregnant roller skate. I have been that car. I'm like jumping lane. I'm trying to jump a lane. I get stuck between a couple cars, and I'm blocking traffic. And I feel bad, but I'm like, you got to do what you got to do, especially if you don't pay attention to your turns. This video is running long, but that's okay. I'm having fun. So the editing is going to suck, though, because I don't think I'm going to edit much. I don't know why I just ran a red light, but hey, guess what? Too bad. I don't know why editing is so hard. I think part of it's just my waiting process. I hate waiting because I don't have a very good internet connection, and it takes forever. I had to re-upload the second episode because I'd put the wrong title card in, and it was for the first episode. So I'm like, well, there's no views, so I'll just take it out. And sure as shit, there it goes. I ended up uploading it, and I had to re-upload it. It took over 2 hours to do that. So that tells you. I mean, you people that have really good internet connections, fantastic. I had a really good internet connection when I was in Texas, but I'm out in the boonies right now, and I will be heading back to Texas soon. So there might not be a lot of content on my channel for a while, or updated content, because when I do move, I am not going to have internet access for a while. I try to set it up before I actually get, once I actually know my place is locked in, if I'm doing an apartment or a house or whatever, I usually make the arrangements with the internet company. If I'm lucky, I'm going to go back to Spectrum because I did like them. They had really good speeds, and they did not cap your data. At least they didn't at the time. So hopefully they haven't done that recently, because I think capping your data is stupid. That probably doesn't do anything, but, I like to pretend it does. Ooh, we got some red sun violators. Well, I have now to call, so I'm going to go ahead and do some basic parking rules. David 24 to dispatch.
Go ahead.
You can show me on a traffic stop. Alright.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not going to do anything at this time. I'm going to do a license plate check, though. Yeah, dispatch, can I get a license plate check? 29 William George Young 4 Queen 4. It's probably going to say that again? Yep. Dispatch, can I get a plate check? 29 William Golf Young 4 Queen 4. Actually, I think that's a 0, but oh well. Oh, that is a 0. Oh well.
Target vehicle license plate 29ers William George Young 404. A traffic violation.
Well, guess
Approach
what?
with caution.
You are going to get a ticket. So what I like to use is basic parking, which is parking enforcement, which is pretty cool. This is also in my description or in my list of things I use. And I like how it's actually got the street now. This was an update, I believe. So I'm going to crit a ticket. First, they are parked in a red zone. Red means no. So they're going to charge with that. They're parked okay, I suppose. This is not a tow-away zone, but a fire lane. And it's actually emergency lane, so I'll get them on both of those. Blocking? No. Alright, so I'll just submit this. On David 24 to dispatch, requesting a tow truck.
Tow truck. Assistance required in Pillbox Hill.
Alright, I'm going to change into my raincoat real quick here. There we go. And it's soaking wet, but, you know, whatever. And I'm going to get this guy, too. Go back here, check his license plate. I know it actually appears in the status, but, you know, I still like to do this. A little more realism. Alright, there we go. 1 David 24 to dispatch, requesting a plate check. 4, 2, boy, king, Paul, 2, 6, 3.
Target vehicle license plate. 4, 2, boy, king, Paul, 2, 6, 3. Target is 10-4.
I wish it would say, like, no wants, no warrants. That would be really cool. Actually, that would be more pedestrian, but you could still do that, like, for stolen cars and things like that. So we go back to basic parking here, and we're going to issue a ticket. And violation zone, fire lane, and emergency zone. And we're going to pull ahead of this car up. I wish it could be this fast in real life, but, you know, it probably isn't. But I'm faster with clicking with all the things. David 24 to dispatch, requesting a tow truck. There you go.
Tow truck. Assistance required in Pillbox Hill.
David 24, you can show me 1041, 108.
Roger that. David 24. Begin beep.
I love these trucks. They're amazing. And I think this is Really Sims. Really Sims Towing. They're amazing. I was using Fenley Towing, but I've swapped them out. Now these are add-ons, but you can actually go into I think it's Grammar Police or Immersive Dispatch and actually change out to those particular trucks. The flatbed, the large truck, and the small truck as well. That is pretty awesome that they have that option. The Fenley one was just a replacement of the original tow trucks. So, and I was not a fan of the really ugly old beat up trucks, you know, like from like the 60s. I mean, they look cool, but they're just too beat up for my taste. I like a little bit more new. It's a sun shower. Look at that. It's a sun shower. It looks like the sculpture gardens right there. That's what I would call that, is a sculpture garden. Yeah, this is going to be a really long video, I think, because there's been no calls. And I'm not going to trigger any calls through Call-Up Manager because that's not real life, you know? That's not real life. I mean, sometimes a patrol is boring. Sometimes they don't get a call in the entire shift. You know, depending if they're working 8 hours or 12 hours or even 10. You know, so anyway. You know, one thing I wish I could figure out is how to add the ALRPRs. These are the license plate readers on the back of the trunk. I would like to know how to add those to every one of my cars I have. I know you can do it, but I don't know if you need like a 3D modeling program in order to actually do it, or if it's just a matter of the texture. But I think you have to have the physical thing put on the car model itself. And I think most of the models are sadly locked. And I mentioned this a long time ago that I'm not a fan of locked models because, you know, I understand that they put a lot of work into it, but, you know, they do not own the brand names. So, and I'm sorry if that's going to irritate some people, but, and I respect it. That's why I link to them. That's why I say, look, if you want the cars, go ahead and download them. But anyway, I do like that these cars actually have working mirrors. That is something that's really nice to have. I'll go inside the car here. See, like you actually can see. Now, there's obviously no objects in the mirror, so assholes in mirror are not closer than they appear. If you know that reference, you get a cookie. I think I actually might change out the license plate on this one and put the LSPDFR or LSPD license plate on it. I think that needs to be, instead of the 25 David Paul Union 492 license plate, I'd rather have a custom one, or the proper license plate with a tag. Even though it does say San Andreas on it. I think it actually says, is that exempt? I think it is SA exempt, but normally it will say like either police or LSPD or whatever on it, or whatever department you're in. And again, folks, I'm not going to edit any part of this video except like the pre-record stuff. That'll be edited out, but that's when I'm just trying to sync up my audio. That'll be edited out. But because I don't, you know, if people want to watch a long-form video, that's cool. I like long-form videos. I know a lot of people don't, but there is a thing called watch later. And if you don't clear out your cookies or cache, look at that car. It's so awesome. The Ruiner, which is actually the Trans Am. Actually, yeah, that is more the Trans Am than the Firebird. Although the Firebird was a very similar body style, everybody knows the Trans Am is synonymous with the Bandit. I mean, come on now. That was a really wicked car. Although I believe the engine was a replacement sound effect. I believe they used a race car engine for that. And then just replaced it in post. I think they did the same thing with the General Lee, but I'm not 100% sure. I may have to pose that question to Mr. John Schneider on his YouTube channel, because he may know. Because the guy's pretty smart. After all, that was Bo Duke. And he's a car guy, so... But yeah, he might know what engine... I mean, not what engine, well, if they actually used any additional sounds to enhance the General Lee's engine. But I don't know. I think this is a... Yeah, that's like a 55... Or this is a 55. I want to say Bel Air, but I don't know for sure. You have to look kind of like the tail fins and the tail lights and the headlights are usually the DVOA. I've always wanted a 57 Chevy Bel Air. I don't know why that car has always been like the go-to car for everybody, but it is such a beautiful car. And I'll tell you something. You know, I'm not that deep of a car guy, but I will tell you, modern cars today absolutely suck in design. There's nothing creative about this. It's a box on wheels. But if you go back, 50 years, and you go back to cars from, I even say the 40s, the 50s, and certainly the 60s, you look at those cars, that was beauty. That was, they were sleek. They had style. Cars today, I don't care. They are absolute garbage. And I know I went down the wrong way, but I wanted to do kind of a quick patrol back here too. Just in case I get a call. Kind of wondering if the callouts are broken right now. I don't know. It's been very quiet. Yeah, what is it Jeffrey says? Don't ever say S and Q. Because it never does. Well, in this case it is. I gotta find a Chevelle to put in here too, because I always thought those were kind of an interesting car. The Chevy Chevelle, I always thought was like a copycat of a Corvette. It was like the poor man's Corvette, But I love I do like classic cars. I'm just not a car connoisseur. I'm not deeply immersed in like every little detail, from horsepower to whatever. The look. If it looks good to my eyes, then I love it. I will absolutely love that car. My favorite exotic car is the I think it's the 87 Lamborghini Countach. I don't know why, but that car when I was in 7th grade, I saw a poster of that car. I said, I have wanted a Lamborghini Countach, but they are rare. The Diablo was the other one I liked too. And I remember that was in Need for Speed 3. And that was a really awesome car. I think it maxed out at like 212 miles an hour. But the Countach was my favorite. It had to be, fire engine red or candy apple red. I mean, that's like instant pullover for police, let's face it. But I think it would be more of a head turner than anything else. Maybe I can find the GTA mod to replace the Lamborghini wannabe car in here. You know, with the Batmobile flaming on the back of it. I forget what that one's called, but I'm not used to all the names of these cars either. That's one thing I've never memorized are the car names. I suppose if I play this long enough. Yeah, you trying to brake check me, jerk? Oh, you better not try to cut me off. I will ticket you. I really should ticket him for doing that, but did he just? Okay, he just got over. All right, I'm gonna get over this lane. There we go. Yeah, I had it was a weird experience a number of years ago. I was driving home from work one night, and I was in a turn lane, and I had seen a cop in the left lane, and then a cop right behind me. And I'm like, oh crap, am I gonna get nailed? And there was a car, an older car, I think it was like a 70s car, in front of the place. So there was actually 4 cars. So it was my car, the guy next to me was in a 1970s car, and then the 2 police officers. And what I thought was interesting was that the one cop who was behind the guy next to me followed him, and then the other guy was in my lane, but then he got over into that lane when he turned, and apparently they must have been communicating, because what are you doing, dude? Why are you signaling in a... You better not be turning, dude. I will ticket you. I will give you a ticket if you dare to turn right here, because this is not a turn lane. Anyway, so he what he did was yep, he did. I knew it. I knew he was going to do that. Let me get this guy. Ooh, you... Anyway, he must have been talking to the guy through the radio, because he ended up getting behind his fellow officer, and then his fellow officer actually kind of did some of the... I think he tapped the brake lights or whatever, and signaled him to pull over, which I thought was really, really funny. I'd never seen that before. That's a good way to communicate, though. Silent communication with your taillights. David 24 to dispatch. You can show me on a traffic stop.
Go ahead.
Yeah, dispatch, that's going to be a ruiner. Requesting a license plate check. 80 Henry Tom Young 023. It's probably going to say again. Yep. Dispatch requesting a plate check. 80 Henry Tom Young 023. I hate when I mess up my words.
Target vehicle license plate 80 Henry Tom Young 023. A traffic violation. Approach with caution.
Dispatch, be advised, occupied ×2.
10-4, copy that.
Alright, I'm going to request backup on this one. Dispatch, can you send me code 2 backup? Okay, screw you.
Backup needed.
I'll just do that.
City.
I'll just do that. That'll be done. Nobody behind me, that's good.
Copy that, dispatch.
Good afternoon, sir. The reason why I'm stopping is because you made a right turn in the through lanes, and you did not, for some reason, you didn't go to the next block. So I didn't quite care for that. The other thing is, our dispatch reported that you have, I believe, expired registration on this vehicle too. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out your ID. Can I see your license, registration, and proof of insurance?
Let's see some ID, huh?
I only didn't refuse.
Thank you.
All right. I don't really have probable cause to pull him out of the vehicle. Like, he may be nervous and sweating, but that might be because of his information. So let me really quick pull up CompuLight, and we'll take a look and see what it was. I think it was the vehicle registration. Oops. John Irons. Yeah, expired. Oh, it's expired insurance. Okay. I'll probably cite him for that because he did it illegal. So is it John Irons? No, that's this passenger. Okay. Well, now. Wait, no, that's that other guy, isn't it? Let me see this. Is this car stolen? Let me see something really quick here. No, I think that's texture loss. All right, let me really quick review this because this might be somebody I'm going to take down right now. Jimmy. That's the guy with the beard. No, it's this guy. All right, so I am going to have him get out of the vehicle. Oh yeah, that was texture loss. Okay. All right, sir. At this time, I'm going to place you under arrest.
Hold on a sec.
Oops. I love when that comes up.
You were going down.
I wish your buddy could take the other guy out too. That would be really cool. Okay, sir. I'm just placing you in handcuffs right now for my protection here. Let's go over here and stand in the corner of this curb, or rather out of the curb. And to get this guy out too. Alright. Okay, you stand here, and I'm going to have you kneel down. Yeah, one thing I've learned is I'm using the keyboard a lot more for this because I do not want to kill somebody. Alright. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Damn.
Hey, sir. Can I have you get out of the vehicle too?
Wait a sec, buddy.
Alright, cool, man. Thanks. Here, you can, I want you to just go ahead and follow me over here. I want to have my partner watch you. Well, I guess I'll just grab you. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just grab you. Alright, I'm going to put you over here. I think I can go ahead and just sit him down because he's not arrested. I'll just have him sit down here. Release. Yeah, go ahead and sit down for me. Don't move. Alright, sir. I do have probable cause. I'm going to go ahead and search your vehicle. So, I'm feeling there's going to be something more than just a warrant. I'm not even going to bother with the stupid traffic violation. I'm literally just going to book him on this. Okay, so TRC is modified serial numbers. That's something that's an add-on. That's an add-on XML file from I forget the name. It's in my list. But yes, it does actually change out stop the ped as well as the citations and charges inside of Compulite. Okay, sir. So you want to explain this pistol I found in your car? Dang it! I hate when it bumps him and just stands him up. All right. So let's see here. Let's take a look. Question the ped. Weapons. Whose weapon is this? Okay. So why are you carrying it then? Well, fair enough, but it's a stolen weapon, so you know we're going to have to get you on that as well. Alright. Okay, I'm going to ask my buddy to guard this prisoner. So I'm going to go over here and talk to this guy. Alright, sir, do you know anything about this weapon on your friend there? I need to ask him these questions because... Do you know whose weapon this is? Okay, because your buddy said it was stolen, so does that mean you guys stole it from her? Okay. Alright, well, I don't really have anything on you, so I'm going to go ahead and let you get up. I'm going to dismiss you. Oh, let's see, I'll just walk you over to the car, so you can go ahead and follow me. Follow me to my car. I don't know if it would dispatch him to some other vehicle, but it might be smart enough that it doesn't do that, but, you know, I don't know for sure, but I'm going to put him back in the passenger seat for now. Oh, no, actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because that had the gun in it, so I'm going to have him sit right here instead. Stop following. Sit on the ground. Sit on the curb. Okay, sit on the street, that's fine. Alright, sir, well, your buddy just told me that it was his wife's gun. So apparently you stole his wife's gun, or you both were stealing the gun. At any rate, I'm going to place you under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak with an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney but so desire one will be appointed to you by the state of San Andreas before any questioning. Do you understand your rights, sir? Alright, now do you have anything that's going to poke me, stick me, stab me, any way, shape, or form on your person? Okay, well, my buddy's going to search you instead of me. So I have a gun charge, as well as whatever this is. 3D printed prints. Okay, so yeah, you're definitely going down. Let me see here really quick. If he's got a... on David 24 to dispatch, requesting a pet check. John Irons, yeah, that's what his name was. Okay, well, he's clean. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab him and put him in the car. Excuse me, I should have muted that. Yep, just learn to walk. Alright, put you back here. I'm going to dismiss the other guy because I don't really have any proof that he did anything wrong. I don't know if I should search him or not. I don't know if I can legally do that, but, you know. I'm going to take my jacket off. It's getting really warm out here. There we go. Oops. Alright, sir. Before I let you go, do you mind if I gave you a quick pat down? I'm just, you know, I'm a little bit concerned that there was 2 weapons found on your guys' possession. One's in the car and one was on your buddy. So, do you mind if I do a quick search? Oops. Okay, well, refusal to allow me to search you, you will be placed under arrest then for refusal to search. So, buddy, arrest you.
I'm arresting you.
Yeah, you are. You arrest him like you mean it. Arrest that guy. Thank you. You know what? Your jacket is like the wrong one, man. It should be a freaking police issue. I don't approve of that jacket at all. I don't, and it's too warm up here, buddy. Seriously. All right, man. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak with an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, and so desire one will be appointed to you by the state of San Andreas before any questioning. Do you understand your rights? Okay. I know I totally should have technically taken him, but, or rather, I should have read him his rights before I asked to consent to search. But I needed, you know. All right, buddy, get back here. This is a car model I'm looking to find the where I got this from. I am still looking for it. It's difficult when there's not a lot of information in the README files of like who owns it. So if you know who owns this vehicle and the other ones that go, this is 8 textures with this one. Please let me know in either the community board of this channel or in the description, or sorry, in the comment section below. All right. Alright, buddy, I'm going to go ahead and book him both, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Okay, so this is John Irons, arrest report, so weapons, firearms. Okay, this was a undetectable one in the car, as well as a modified serial number. It was not concealed. It was, I think it was concealed. I don't remember. Might not be. But anyway, I'm not going to get him on that. Anything else? Like, I'm not going to get him on no CCP or no concealed carry. Let's see what else.
Why the fuck are we waiting?
You're gonna wait until I'm done. What else was I gonna get him on? He didn't resist. Trying to think what else it was. No drugs. Yeah, I think I'll just get him on the gun charges. Should have gone the other direction, but that's okay. There it is. Okay. There we go. Alright, now we're going to go to Jimmy DeVittorio. And yeah, his has got the warrant. Okay, so he is going down. Hit and run. Alright, so that's felony. That said caused. Did it say cause death? Yeah, I think it said cause death. Causing death. So we do that. I'm not going to get him on any other weapons, I think. What do I want to get him on now? He didn't resist. Oh, but he did actually. He did resist by not. I got to get the other guy in stolen possession because that was his wife's gun. What was it? I'll get him on the same charges too, because they're both. I'm gonna get them both on that. And then let the court sort it out. Obstruction. Refusal. And that. Alright, so I think there's another one that allows you to say refusal to do search, but I don't know if that's in here or not. That might be under tickets, but I don't know. Yeah, it's not in traffic. No. No. Oh, stolen property. So I'll say stolen possession. They're both dealing with this too. Possession of stolen property. I'll get them both on that. And then, oops, I'm gonna go back to John and get him in stolen possession as well. Okay, I'll let the court sort it out. They may not do anything with them, but you never know. They may throw it out, but I just, you know. Alright, there we go. Okay, well, officer, you can go ahead and take off. You can take your guy back. Alright, there you go. Alright, and we're going to return to the station. Oh, no, I'm not actually. Before I do that, I am going to tow this vehicle. That's what you do. There you go. You tow the vehicle. Dispatch requesting a tow truck.
Tow truck. Assistance required in, Backlot City.
Okay. Dispatch, you can show me returning to station.
10-4.
This is going to be a long video. That's okay. Maybe I could break this up into 2 sections, but nah, I won't do that. Okay, it looks like it wants me to turn around, so I guess I'll do a U-turn here, because that's what you do. And then we'll get around this U-Haul, and the tow truck, and we'll go straight. Straight to jail. I was hoping to showcase the police station, but am I near Mission Row? I mean, let me look and see if I'm near Mission Row. No, I'm clear across town, so I'm not going to do that. Wow, this video is already over an hour long. Ooh, this is going to be a lot of fun uploading this. Can almost get 2 videos out of this. Yeah, that's something I don't like, is why they do that. I have no idea why that's a thing. That should not ever happen. That needs to be fixed. I think that's an LSPDFR thing. That has got to be fixed. Come on. Oh, that is so annoying. I have no idea why I did that. Yeah, inside of a texture. That's great. Yeah, if anybody knows why that happens, That really needs to be fixed. That is dumb. That's even a thing. In fact, actually, you should be able to. These back doors should always be locked, and only the driver or only the officer can unlock it. It's dumb that that's a thing, and that needs to be fixed, in my opinion. And I think after I drop this guy off, I'm gonna end the episode. Yeah, me too. I hope it is a nice weekend too. And there's the police station. Do I want to park down there? No, I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's the one I can park underneath the ramp. So we'll do that. Can I squeeze by you? Yes, I can. I don't really want to wait behind vehicles to do that. Alrighty. Come on, boy. Now, like I've done in the past, I've actually, booked him at the station, but, nah, the episode was already going too long. I gotta admit, I'm actually going to be a better driver. I'm not smashing into things as much as I am. Yeah, right. Alright, let's escort Mr. Irons to the station. It's going pretty good, man.
Did you hear that detective the other day? He called her a badge on a beaver. What an asshole.
Oh, I guess this is a normal thing. Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to try one of these cells, see if I can actually put them in here. Yes, I can. Look at that. Cool. Okay, so maybe that's not... Maybe that wasn't something that's just an additional feature. I didn't even realize that. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, go ahead and stay here. And somebody will be here momentarily to talk to you and take your statements and give you all the details. Alright, sir. Alright, let's head out. Oh, nope, go this way, I guess.
I just like to clean my gun and soak in the tub after a hard day's work.
Yeah, maybe some of this stuff is pretty much in every other PlayStation. I don't really know. But regardless, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time. Longest video I've done so far, at just over an hour and 10 minutes. All right, well, that's going to do it. Have a good time. Have a good life. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm so out of it. Anyway, take care, everybody. Bye.